Yo, 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 yo. Is this thing on? Is this mic on? Are we here? Are we here? Because, child, baby, let me tell you. I heard that Nique at Night and Tasha K ain't nothing but some clout chasers trying to clout chase and interview the people of Carbon Nation. I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. If this is your first time here, over here we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now. This is a channel where I talk about celebrity news and gossip and give my opinion on trending stories. But just know, keep in mind that over here, this is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody, so you know, proceed with caution. But, you know, still hit that subscribe button. Anyways. And that's on period. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button as you come on in. Sorry I had y'all waiting a little bit, but I was trying to gather some things so that I could come talk to y'all, okay? Because I find it extremely hilarious when I be seeing certain things around the internet, and I'm like, child, why not talk about it? Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, okay? So I did an interview with True of Carbonation, and I also did a phone conversation with Solar. The conversation with Solar was not an interview. It was not set up in interview form. It was just a conversation that we had that he gave me permission to release. Okay. The sit down with True was an actual interview, and I did interview him in interview format. Okay. And this is a cult that I have followed not just yesterday. Okay. I've been following them for some time. However, there is nobody who has exclusive rights to a person's story other than the person that's in the story. Okay. But so I'm gonna just go over a couple of things that I've seen. I said, why not, child? Why not? Why not? You know, and it even brought me to an old video when me and Tasha K was on speaking terms, and we were both talking about our methods as it pertains to social media. And that's where I got the screenshot from that you guys see on here. Y'all know I don't F with Tasha K, but I just thought it was a key. Okay, I thought it was a hell of a key. So I'm gonna play a little bit of that real quick, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to y'all about it because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. So let me share this real quick. Let me share this real quick. Hold on. How long? Give me a sec. All right. Okay. So we can agree. So what are your thoughts on
we can't agree unless you agree
I
that
don't
you do the same thing, but you just have a West Coast dialect. That's it. The only difference is you're from the West Coast. Y'all speak proper. Y'all don't use slang. So the way y'all present y'all stories, it don't come across.
I remember I seen one video you had on there. You was like, yeah, look at her. She looked like she done got off the pipe. I was like, what? What the hell is going on? I'm not
listen, no, listen. Everybody done seen somebody that just got off that shit. Come on now, come
you be
on.
Like, look, she look like she on the shit right now. She look like you be saying all kind of shit. I am not agreeing because I don't do that.
When that alcohol kicks in, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. That's how it is in the South. That's how it is. Like, we outside on bricks with wine and paper cups, shucking oysters, talking shit. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
I had to jump up the street. I know you ain't sitting there. But you don't comfort people, and you comfort people all day.
I don't do it like you do it. I don't.
But just because you don't do it the same, okay, we're two different people. Just because you don't do it the same, gossip is gossip.
But the way you listen, I can't even think of the shit that you be saying right now because it can't even come to my head. But it is not the same as what I do.
Want to.
There was this situation that happened with Jason Lee when we were on speaking terms somewhat. And it just was a kiki. So when I see that both of our names were bitching together, I was like, let me find a picture of a time where we had an exchange to put on this damn thumbnail because, I thought it was funny. But anyways, back to this. So I covered the conversation with True and I covered the conversation with Solar, and Tasha K also has an interview with them as well. A lot of people have been DMing me and they've been like, what do you think about Tasha K trying to hop on the story? What do you think about, people talking about you covering the story XYZ? I've seen people make several videos and commentary on my coverage of True and coverage of Solar, and people have made several videos about it. Now, what we do is a job that we enjoy doing. Now, like you've seen me tell Tasha in that thing, her method of how she does things is not my method of how I do things. However, it's both a job that we both enjoy to do while making money from doing it, okay? When you look at the Channel 5 news, or if you look at Channel 11, Channel 10, the stories that they cover, they have not been covering these trending news stories for years. They don't know every single aspect of people's lives, nor are they clout chasing because they're covering something that's news and trending. If you get into this job and your job is to cover the news, cover what's trending, cover popular stories, that's exactly what you're going to do. So no, I don't find it weird that Tasha K is interviewing them because number one, she's in Atlanta where the coat was at the time. Number two, it's a news story. And so it's quite obvious that she's going to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? And interview them because it's trending and it's news. When the Channel 2 News went down to Carbonation's house and interviewed them, you think that they sat there and watched every single NatureBoy video before they went on there and debuted them on the news? No. Do you think that when the news started to talk to them and had a conversation with them and put them on Channel 2 News, did you ask them why they didn't ask all of the pressing questions of the time when NatureBoy, ate his booger on live, or the time that he had a flake in his eye? No, you didn't ask them that. The news, when everybody seen that the news had covered it, everybody was like, hooray, hooray, it finally made the news, hooray, hooray. The news didn't cover anything that was profound or new that y'all who been watching them didn't know. The news asked them, who is NatureBoy to them? They said, we look at him like the Messiah. We look at him like God. The news asked them, were they a cult? They talked about how, they are involved in NatureBoy. They didn't ask the pressing questions. None of y'all went at the news and said, you know what? The news, how dare the news for covering them? How dare. No, nobody said that. Everybody was happy that it made the news and somebody with a bigger platform had covered them. But see, the thing is, when you look at stuff on social media, people look at YouTubers as an equivalent to everyday watchers, which is great. We're not on the news, we're not on broadcast. It is levels to media. You know, there is levels of respect, there's levels of media. And so when I see people not have a respect for people in my position, I expect it. I expect a lot of crabs in a barrel mentality, and I expect a lot of people to have certain outlooks. Now, that's not to say that a lot of people didn't appreciate the interview, because there was a lot. There was so many people who wrote me and said, you know what, Nique, you did a really good job. And this is not to overshadow that, because I got a lot of love for covering them, and I got a lot of love for the way in which that I cover my interview, and I got a lot of love for the work that I put in on both interviews. So I appreciate all of y'all who understood the method, understood the assignment, and understood what it is that I was doing. So I don't want y'all to feel like, you know, dang, she got a lot of love that she don't really appreciate or she doesn't realize. Nah, that's not it. I know that there is a lot of people who enjoyed both of those videos or whatever. But being that we are the content and we make content, I also need to address, you know, the people who are saying things like that. There are several people who have done commentary and in the comments and done posts and stuff like that saying that you know, Nique at Nite and Tasha K are hopping on a bandwagon. Nique at Nite and Tasha K didn't deserve to interview them, you know, and they're saying like, oh, this YouTuber, since they dedicate every single waking hour of their day to covering them, this person deserves to cover them over them. That's not how it works. Nobody has exclusive rights to anybody's story other than the people who are in the goddamn story. They have their own exclusive rights. Just because you sit up and you stalk them every single day, because that's what it sounds like to me. What it sounds like to me is when I'm hearing certain things, it sounds like because I stalk them every day and I sit up and I watch when they clip their nails, I sit up and watch every little piece that they do. I feel like, you know, because I stalk them and I want them in jail, I deserve to, you know, talk to them, or you don't deserve to. That's not how it works. I built my platform for years to be able to be in a position to talk to people in trending stories whenever I want, regardless. Period. A lot of people, and again, it's what I see is a lot of people who follow these cults around, they have become super stans of the cult. They act like, oh, they hate them, they don't like them, which everybody has a right to feel how they feel, because there was some egregious things that happened in the course of the cult. Everybody has a right to feel how they feel. However, I always see how it's funny how people will literally go from live to live to live. They will literally go from True going live and Malia and them going live and Bigo to Instagram, to Bigo to Instagram. They will literally follow every single thing that they do, but then God forbid I talk to them. Oh, why are you giving them a platform? You're watching them. What do you mean, why am I giving them a platform? You're literally seeing everything that they do, going from video to video, app to app, following them. But then in the same breath, talk about, oh, they don't deserve to speak, or they don't deserve to like you want to hear them speak. So what are you talking about? You know? It turns into like they're in a cult, but I feel like the followers of the cult are a cult in itself as well. You guys have a lot of cult-like behaviors as well, you know? And you have a lot of delusional, unrealistic behaviors, just like you say that the members inside the cult have. I covered Queen Naija on my channel in my early beginnings of getting back on this platform, right? And I covered the iPhone scams. I covered the controversy of her cheating. I covered, the colorism. I covered, Chris Sales having his little abusive side or whatever with the women. I covered everything about the early beginnings of Queen Naija. That's like the conversations that I hear from these bloggers who keep up with carbonation and they keep up with every single thing that they do. That's what they are saying about me interviewing them or Tasha K interviewing them is the equivalent of somebody like me who, because like that would be like me getting on my platform. I covered everything about Queen Naija, but then I also bash Queen Naija a lot. Let's be real. My coverage of her was not favorable. It was not pleasant. It was not, anything to where I would assume that she would come to me, right? So that's like me saying Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club, they don't deserve to interview with her. I'm entitled to interview with her because I know about the iPhone scams and I know about the time that she cheated on Chris and then he got back and he cheated on her, and I know about the times where, she put her hands on him. That's the equivalent of what y'all are saying when y'all are saying that other platforms don't deserve to follow them. Another thing that I've seen is, oh, they don't know enough about them. Just because I'm not going in interrogation mode does not mean that I don't know the information. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Somebody said, what I noticed from you is that you don't like criticism. You really get bent out of shape. I'm not getting bent out of shape. I'm just covering content and I'm giving my opinion on what I see. If you feel like I'm getting bent out of shape and you feel like I'm not making sense, then don't follow me, cuz everything that I'm saying makes perfect sense. And that's not saying that you have to that's not saying that you have to agree with the interview. That ain't saying you have to like the interview. That's not saying anything. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to dislike the interview. I'm talking about the people who are claiming that I didn't deserve to talk to them. It's not about whether you liked it or not. It's not about that. I'm talking about the opinions that I've seen and me responding to how I feel like y'all wouldn't have the same energy in other areas and making a point so that you can see how ridiculous it sounds to say that somebody doesn't deserve to talk to somebody, period. So, like, again, like I said, the equivalent that I see of certain people saying it, that's like me saying again, like, oh, the Breakfast Club they don't sit up and follow Queen Naija every day. They don't sit up and know everything about her. They have built their platform to a level to be able in a position to talk to people when they become popular. They don't deserve to talk to them because they didn't follow no, that's not, no. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Also, I seen several blogs that I have shouted out just off of the strength of, listen, I acknowledge that you have been putting in the work into this story and you have been covering them on a day-to-day basis. I set up on my platform and shouted out several bloggers who were instrumental in covering carbonation, right? Those same bloggers, majority of them have said some slick shade shit, said some messy shit, said some shit where they were trying to low key like drag or whatever, right? And so what I noticed is that's just the nature of how people are. That's the nature of how people are. The main channels that I shouted out, I'm like, listen, this blogger puts in work. This blogger puts in work. This Instagram channel, they keep up with them. All of them, and yes, that person was one of them, yes. All of them said slick, shady shit that I peeped out on. And let's be real, I'm not even on no cocky shit. I'm not even on no, I'm just gonna speak the real. I have built my platform. I don't get thousands and thousands of views on every video. I don't. But the videos that I really take time in putting together, they fare well in views. So whenever I did a NatureBoy video, a lot of my NatureBoy coverage was seen way more than the little channels that covered him on a day-to-day basis, right? So years ago, I covered NatureBoy. I got a lot of views. A lot of people who follow these YouTubers and these Instagram pages heard about NatureBoy through me. Okay? Let's just be real. A lot of people who follow these people who follow him on a day-to-day basis, they heard about him first through me. So because they heard about him through me, and I'm not saying I'm the only one who covered him, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying it in that, I'm just trying to make a point. Because they heard about him through me, they wanted to find out more about him. So then they went to your channel and they started following you. So they seen that you covered him on a daily basis. I heard about him through Nique, but this person, they cover him. So I'm going to go from Nique and I'm going to go to that platform and I'm going to look at them and I'm going to be able to now I see your coverage. But see, people don't understand how that goes. They automatically feel slick shade. They bite into their audience feeling like, oh, well, you were deserving of them talking to you. This person gets my audience as well. You know, that's yeah, three is no God. That's how it flows. And you could say that it's cocky, but I'm being honest here. I'm being real because I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just being real with y'all. And it's just funny how I sit here and I'm like, I want my audience to go from my channel when I cover it. I want you to get the views for your coverage because you putting in work. I want you to get the views and I want you to get the followers and I shouted y'all out with no problem. But to see the slick shade, I'm not shouting you bitches out no more, period. Period. I'm not shouting you bitches out no more because y'all be trying to be slick shady, slick messy, and all of that. And no. And I'm going to still continue to talk to whoever I want to talk to. I'm going to talk to True as many times as I would like to talk to him. I'm going to talk to Solar as many times as I would like to talk to him. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. Period. Thank you, Three is no God. I did see that you gave me credit. You're like one of the only ones. The only ones. So I did peep and I will shout that out. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that. Yeah. I acknowledge that. So I will peep that. You did. And what people don't realize is whenever there is a popular story or a trending story or something that needs awareness, the more channels that cover it, the better. The more channels that cover it, the better. Period. Like, the more channels that cover it, the better. If your genuine intention is to expose these behaviors that you feel are so egregious and heinous, and you really want them in jail, you want them to talk as much as they possibly can. Because the more that a person talks, the more that they get comfortable. And at that moment, that's when, the information gets flowing. That's how it works. When y'all watch the Gayle King interviews, because I've seen a lot of people make comments like, oh, these YouTubers don't need to cover them because they're not real journalists. They don't even know the hard-hitting questions. They don't even know this and this and that. First of all, number one, it's a thing called you meet people where they're at, number one. That's number one. So if you are embedded in a cult or in an ideology, you meet them where they're at, number one. You tell them to meet you where you are at, number two. Number three, you don't start off to get information from somebody by presenting it in a way that they could tell that you're purposely trying to get them to incriminate themselves. Y'all are sitting here saying, this person who literally, or these people who literally have made it known their only objective is to get them locked up, right? You have this channel who makes it clear. My objective is to collect intel, give it to the police, and get them locked up. Y'all are saying they shouldn't talk to you. They should talk to this person who they know only objective is to collect intel and get them locked up to the police. They may be naive. They may have been gullible to have followed NatureBoy, but they're not dumb. They're not dumb to know that you're purposely trying to collect intel in that way to get them locked up. They're not going to talk to you in that manner. When y'all watch the Gayle King interview, when y'all see her interview people like Meg Thee Stallion, and y'all see her interview people like R. Kelly, they don't show y'all a full-length conversation like me just going live and showing y'all start to finish. They're not going to show you that. When you watch a Gayle King premiere or a Meg Thee Stallion premiere, they're going to sit with those people 4 hours, okay, doing the interview, starting off soft. They're going to start off with the soft questions. They're going to get the person comfortable. They're going to read the temperature of the room. And then they're going to then ask the questions that everybody wants to know. They're going to give them time to get to that. Once they do, and they do the final thing that you see on the thing, they're going to edit it down to the juicy moments. If you pay attention to the Gayle King interview, you could tell there was jump cuts. There was times when R. Kelly was talking regular, and then he went from regular to erratic. That's editing. I didn't edit them to look a certain way. I played the full conversation with Solar, and I played the full interview, and I streamed it live with True. Now, if I went back and I edited it to just the juicy parts of the conversation, then it would look like, okay, well, she just kept on hitting them. That's not how a true journalist approaches a person, because they're not going to get the information like that. That's why when you see the finished product, you think, oh, they just hit them with the hard questions. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. All these journalists, these professionals talking about, they don't know this or they don't know that. That's not true. Just because you sit down and you stalk them every single day does not mean that I don't know. anything about what's going on. I know about the allegations that have been made for carbonation. The same videos that you watch, I've watched them. However, you read the room and you approach certain things at certain times. Just like I knew I had that light-skinned babies are retarded clip. And you know, so at the time and the temperature of the conversation, when he said, you don't want to talk about melanin, you don't want to talk about, this. Okay, let's talk about melanin. Boom. And I hit the light-skinned babies are retarded clip. Just because I'm not just because I didn't post that clip in the beginning, don't mean I didn't know about it. There was several clips that I had queued up that I just didn't get to. And I will save them later for part 2. Okay? True got up there and he acted a stone cold fool. And the Night Owls felt as though they wanted an apology. So when he was on Bigo, I went and I said, my Night Owls would like an apology. And so for me telling him my Night Owls wanted an apology and they did not appreciate how he spoke to them, what y'all think his response was? What y'all think his response was to me telling him, like, listen, my Night Owls, they deserve it. They deserve an apology. Or they want you to apologize. What y'all think his response was? I want to see first. Kim B says his response was he don't care. He doesn't care. F us. He didn't care. He don't care. No. Probably nasty and rude. So that's what y'all think, that he said F them, I don't care, right? It was probably disrespectful. It was probably ego, and he probably called y'all pagans, right? So this is what he said.
Okay, I'm back. Now, what was you saying now? Okay, I'm back. Now, what was you saying now?
I said my Night Owls would like you to apologize because you were saying things that was a reflection of yourself, and they would like you to apologize.
Are they here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they was here. Okay, yeah, I definitely apologize because the way I conducted myself was not to the highest capacity, and I'm somebody that I don't have a difficult time once once I'm able to recognize where I went wrong. I don't have a difficult time implementing those solutions and that change in behavior.
Yeah, because there's people cursing me out because they really wanted to learn, and then they said that you called them stupid instead of teaching them.
Yeah, I think that it didn't have anything to do with them at all. It was a level of frustration that had nothing to do with them. It was all coming from me. So my approach and my responsibility as a teacher is not to display those characteristics, but to get people to understand what it is that I'm trying to say.
But don't you think you'll get better results without being so combative?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I've changed my approach. The person you've seen on the interview is not even the person that I'm on that I am right now. I'm not even on that type of time now.
All right. So that's just a quick snippet of what he said. So somebody said, let me see. Somebody said, so now are we supposed to just excuse his behavior? No, he's definitely accountable for his behavior. I'm not saying for you to excuse his behavior, but what I'm saying is, listen, everything is not how y'all think it goes down, okay? So now, if I was to invite True back on the platform, I've spent 4 hours talking to him where he acted an ass, right? True realizes, you know what? I did act a goddamn fool on your platform. If I was to invite him on here again, do you think that the temperature is going to be the same? Do you think that now that he acted an ass and maybe he does want to do damage control, that he would be more willing to speak more and elaborate more and give his thoughts and opinions to questions differently, but with a different approach? Yeah. D-Rock says, I think he will behave better. Yes, that doesn't excuse his behavior. That's not saying, hey, think that he's a saint. We all seen the behavior of True. We see how he acts. We see how all of them act. It isn't to say, oh, now he's a saint. No, it's just to say that sometimes people will reflect back and they'll realize, you know what? That's not the damn best result that's not the best way to act in how I did things. Also, what it shows you is a person giving a rapport. Sometimes when you build a rapport with people, they will be more inclined to go to you with exclusive information. Okay? If you sit up here and you just feel like, oh, well, because I covered it and because I bashed them, I'm entitled to, talk to them, that's not going to make them inclined to talk to you. But if you build a rapport and be like, listen, I be cracking jokes on y'all and I be talking shit about y'all, but I want to be fair and hear what y'all got to say, they might be inclined to talk to you. I don't talk nice about carbonation on my regular videos. I crack jokes all day. I crack jokes all day on them. I talk about how Nature is, how he ain't got no damn bond, all kind of stuff. I make jokes about all of them. And guess what? When I reached out to True, I said, listen, I talk shit about y'all and I crack jokes about y'all. However, if I give you the platform to talk on and do an interview, I will be fair. And so when I reached out to him and I said, listen, I will be fair. I you know what I'm saying? I'll be fair and I'll interview you. I decided at that moment what strategy I was going to go into when I did the damn interview. I know that his thing is to gaslight you so that you curse him out and then so that the interview will be over. So therefore, my strategy was, okay, you're smarter than me for sure. Yeah, you're right. You're smart. I'm dumb. So enlighten us so that then after you enlighten us, I'm going to get back to asking you the questions that I want to know. A lot of people, like who follow them, they were like, oh, I didn't learn nothing new. They're not going to say nothing new than what they've been saying, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people who cover them, they make comments about their hygiene. They make comments about them doing the downloads. They want to know what their response is. Are y'all guzzling his cum? I asked them, are y'all guzzling his cum? A lot of people want to know, hey, they be saying that y'all musty. They say, yeah, y'all stink. I said, so I know that there are, principles and beliefs as to why people do different hygiene things. What's your belief? Then he elaborated on their hygiene. People wanted to know about their hygiene. There is no video before where they were like, saying certain things, like he was talking. People wanted a chance to ask him about the PPP loans. I opened up the floor. People had an opportunity to ask him about the PPP loans. Okay? You're not going to get a result out of a person that, like, you can't force a person to answer and incriminate themselves just because you want them to. Just because you want them to spill all their beans and incriminate themselves and tell on themselves. You can't force a person to incriminate themselves. Even in the court of law, you can't not force a person to incriminate themselves. But you can offer the floor so that they can speak enough so that you can decipher guilt or innocence. You can gather enough information around the answers and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But what you can't do is force somebody to admit to a crime. You cannot force somebody to do that. And that's what I've seen a lot of people in the comments. They was like, they were disappointed that I didn't force them into a corner to admit a crime. You can't force somebody to admit to a crime. Not even the police can do that. You know? But yeah. What? But anyways, I don't know what. And you know, when you cover certain stuff, you get a certain particular audience, because since I did the interview with True and Solar, it definitely tells you the type of people who are gravitated. It's like it's normal people like me and you, the night owls, but then you get y'all think I think NatureBoy is a nut. You get other nuts talking. Some of the comments that I got from people. What was the last comment? Hold on. I had got some comment from some weirdo. I'm like, what? Hold on, hold on. Hold on, let me find it. It was some weird. I'm like, this is the this this is the crowd that is attracted to cults. We're other weirdos. You got normal people like me and the night owls, and then you got straight out weirdos. Straight out weirdos, bro. Hold on, let me go. I looked at it. I'm like, what? Hold on. Where is it at? Hold on. Where is it at? It was a recent comment. Damn it. Did I which video was it on? Hold on. Let me find which video. Oh, no wonder it's not popping up. Okay. It was some comment. I gotta read it to y'all. Hold on. Where is it at? Damn it. I can't find it. I should have screenshotted it, but it was some funny shit. So somebody had commented and they was like, they was insinuating that I was doing Illuminati signals and that I was a part of the, like, they didn't say Illuminati, but they said something along the lines of that. Like it was something like that. Like, oh, I see the signals that you do and you're a part of like the demonic Illuminati, or it was some shit that they said. Hold on, I cannot find it so quick. I should have screenshotted it. But I was like, see, this is the bullshit. This is the type of people that be where is it at, bro? Damn, I can't find it. But anyways, it's under my comments somewhere. But yeah, they was like, they didn't use the word Illuminati, but they were like, you're doing the demonic symbols, and I watch you and I see the messages, and I was like, bitch, what? I was like, bitch, what? What? Child, what? But anyways, I'm not mad at or anything like that. Don't take this commentary for being mad. I just found it funny, to be honest, that people were saying like, "Oh, you're a clout chaser. Oh, Tasha K is a clout chaser." Da da da. Tasha K got $4 million that she got to pay. She better to hop on every damn story that she can. She'll be a fool not to hop on a hot story. Shit, if I gotta pay $4 million, I'm about to fucking hop on every hot story that there is. Shit. It's on the video with the dude that, oh, that's why I can't find it. I knew it was in one of my comments. Thank you, Britt. Thank you. I knew it was in one of the damn comments, child. Y'all gotta hold on. Let me go to it. I knew it was in one of them damn videos. I just couldn't think of which one. But yeah, I seen that shit. Like, what? I was like, what? Bitch, what? Oh, I gotta show y'all this shit before I go. Like, okay, well, clearly. Hold on, wait. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. What? This is the I'll get comments like this before I cover NatureBoy. I didn't get no damn. Hold up. Let me show y'all. I didn't get no damn comments like this before. Now I'd have talked to them, and I'd have. Not me. What? Okay. So she said, I would like to know, have you sold out to the GOAT? The reason I ask, because after a certain amount of subscribers, I know they approach you to become one of them. I know for sure Kevin Samuels was a GOAT, but a lot of YouTubers will hide it, but the hand signs give it away. Not me being in the Illuminati, girl. Woo! Girl, I'm in Illuminati now. She said, and so when she say the GOAT, I'm assuming that that's the Illuminati. She said, maybe your parent didn't teach you that the Most High and heaven and hell is real. Anyway, may the Most High bless your soul, peace and blessings. I was screaming when I see that. I was like, the GOAT mean the Illuminati? Child, not YouTubers being in the Illuminati. Now the YouTubers is in the Illuminati too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I laughed my ass off when I seen that. I'm like, you said what was the hand sign? I don't know. Probably me fixing my hair. You know, that's the only hand sign I be doing. I always be fixing my hair and moving my hair out my face. So I think maybe me fixing my hair and stuff, I think that's the sign. You said, I hope she was playing. No, I don't think she was playing. I don't think. Right, Tay. She said that's probably how celebs feel when people do this to them. They be like, what? Oh, for real. For real, child. 3 is no God saying you had on that damn bucket. You know what? That's it. The bucket hat. That's the Illuminati. That's the Illuminati right there. It's the bucket hats. It's the bucket hats. It's the bucket hats. The bucket hats got the damn messages. Yeah. So if you want to be a part of the Illuminati, and if you want to get exclusive information that the insiders like the Illuminati have, and you want to propel yourself to a certain level of fame and money, it's the bucket hats. Buy a bucket hat from my website, and you also will be able to be the Illuminati. I'm screaming. I am screaming, child. But yeah, child. But yeah, child. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on that because I found it funny too. Like, and you know, it was this other person who had wrote me like, right. That's right. You better, if you want to be, you better go purchase you a bucket hat right now. If you want fame, you want fortune, you want money, you better go purchase the bucket hat because the messages is in the bucket hat. You better go do it now. You said send me 7 every day for the week. Yes, 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 yes. Today's price is not yesterday's price. Period. Now that I am in the Illuminati, child, today's price is not yesterday's price. Period. You're right. Tay, the price went up. Today's price is not yesterday's price. The price went up. Oh. I just found that funny as hell. But nah, I really do appreciate the people who rock with me. Like, I did get a lot of love. I got a lot of love on those interviews. So I don't want y'all to feel like, you know, she just paying attention to the drama. She just paying attention to the this and that. She can't take criticism. I don't give a fuck. I appreciate those of y'all who really do appreciate my content. There was several of you guys who reached out to me personally with DMs, whether it was a DM or you sent a Cash App or you sent an email. Like, there was a lot of people who definitely did reach out to me and say, Nique, I understood the reason why you did it in that way. I understood this and that. Like, you really did a good job. I couldn't have had the patience that you had dealing with him. Like, I commend you. Da da da. Like, I appreciate that. So I don't want y'all to feel like that's overshadowed because I got a lot of love and I'm not gonna front about it. Like, I got a lot of love on those videos. I did. I got a lot of love. Okay. DMs, all of that. I got a lot of love, you know, but I just found it funny. Like, I was in the process of, before a certain person who followed them had wrote me in my DM, I was in the process of getting dressed so that I can do this video. And in the midst of me getting ready to do this video, I had seen that they had made a post, right? And the post was slick shade. Like, it was in the intention. They felt like, listen, I don't think that you qualified to interview them. I don't think that you qualified to talk to them. So they put up a post, and they put up a post of about, you know, what people thought about me talking to True and talking to Solar. And in the comments, hella people was talking shit. Also, in the comments, I seen several profiles that I know that have been following me for years. I don't take it no type of way. Say what you want to say. You think you talking shit because you think that I'm not going to see it. However, I see the shit. Okay. But so I responded back, like, you know, did you say this about the news when all they asked them was who he was to them? Did you say this to this? Did you say this to that? No, you didn't. You didn't have that same energy. They didn't ask the hard-hitting questions. You know, they didn't ask the uncomfortable stuff. You didn't. You know, so I was going back and forth with them talking shit or whatever, because they was like, you know, she's not a real journalist and da 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 da. Like, you have no idea how real journalists operate. If you think that what you see as the finished product is the whole entire interview, you're dumb. If you think that the whole interview, they just came in hitting them hard, 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 you're dumb. You have no idea the magic of editing, and you're dumb. And you have no idea how to deal with people, you're dumb. So anyways, the post was put up with the intention to get people to talk shit. It's obvious. That's why majority of the people in the comments was talking shit. It's obvious. So, they were clapping back at me. I was clapping back at them. So she wrote me a DM and she was like, is there a reason why you're talking mess to my followers? And I'm like, first of all, a lot of those people that you're saying are your followers, they've been following me for years. I noticed their icons in the chat. That's number one. But number two, was this only the intention for people to bash me and you felt like I couldn't respond back? Because what do you mean? Why am I speaking to like, you didn't see the shade that they was throwing at me? So, so it was supposed to be a one-sided bash fest. Got it. Oh, okay. It was supposed to be a one-sided bash fest. Got it. And so at that moment, it's like, y'all don't have to be in competition with me covering NatureBoy. I am going to cover it while it's trending, and I'm going to cover something else. So if you cover NatureBoy every single day, you still going to get the traffic for covering him every single day, because I have other stories that I'm going to cover. That's not my life to cover that. So to feel like you're in competition because, Tasha K does an interview or I do an interview, we're only doing coverage right now. You're going to continue to cover them, and you're going to continue to get the people who want to keep up with them every single day. But what people don't understand is you burn bridges that way. See, me, I'm willing to shout you out and filter my audience to you. But now that I see that you feel like it's a competition, you feel like it's shade or this or that, then I'm no longer going to shout you out and filter my audience to you. Will people still seek out people who are covering them? Yes. Will people still eventually find you? Yes. But they won't find you through my cosign. Okay? You still get people. This person right here says, no shade, but you never covered them before. No shade, but you never covered them before. I'm just saying. All right. Anybody in the chat want to enlighten this person? Hold on. Let me type in NatureBoy Nique at night. Let's look in a search because I'm about to end the stream. Let's look in a search to see if I've ever covered them before. And let's see what when you type in NatureBoy, Nique at Night. Let's just do a quick Google in the YouTube algorithm and see if I never covered them before. Let me just see. Let's see what it shows. Let's see what it shows us. Hold on. Let's see. Let me exit out. Wait. Where is it at? Let's do a quick Google. let's do a quick Google real quick. All right. So, looking at the first video that comes up is a month ago. NatureBoy rebrands himself as 3God and continues the circus. This looks like this was before he got arrested, was it not? I could be wrong, but this was definitely before. All right. NatureBoy is still on the loose. The polygamy and carbonation full video breakdown. What does that say? 1 year ago. Troubled cult leader NatureBoy back at it again. 120,000 views. What does that say? 1 year ago. This is after he went to jail. Okay. And I got videos even before that. This is the female NatureBoy 6 months ago. The female NatureBoy is worse. Daddy's Girl group. We say stuff like this for clickbait, but I have videos even before this. Even before this year one, I got videos before this. Before this one, I got videos before this. But I don't feel like going further because the further I go down, it'll start showing other motherfuckers. And I'm not showing other motherfuckers. Period. But yeah, I'm sure that 2 years ago is probably the most accurate. Exactly. Over 2 years. But even if I didn't, even if I never covered NatureBoy, we have a right to cover what we want when we want. Just like I feel like Tasha K has a right to cover NatureBoy when she feels like it's worthy of going on her platform. This is our platform. You know? Right. Period. But anyways, I didn't know who he was until you started talking about him and his cult. Yeah, a lot of people found out about them through my coverage, even though there were people who have been following them way longer than I've covered them, for sure. People have been following them for the 5 years or 4 years that he has been doing his thing. People have been covering him, but those videos were not getting views. Like, people would screen record and repost his videos, and those videos would get like 500 views, 1,000 views. It wasn't really a lot of people who knew about them. Just because you knew about them and you covered them, a lot of people didn't know about them. But when they go on bigger platforms, it spread more. People find out about it, and then they go to your platform because you're keeping up with them on a day-to-day. And then you're able to then get the audience to you and get more views. When I start covering NatureBoy, the main YouTuber who covered him started to get more views, period. Once I started covering him, even though the main YouTuber who covers them been covering them, once I started covering them, they started to get more views. And I'm just saying. So instead of working together and saying, hey, I cover them, you cover them, let's bounce ideas off. Like if I get information, I'll give it to you. You get information, you give it to me. We could work together. People would rather try to form slick shade and beef or feel like, you know, they're the only ones entitled or they're the only ones like this and that, you know? And that's just how people are. And when I notice that that's how people are, then I won't shout your ass out. And you don't need my shout out. Not saying that you need my shout out, you know? I'm not saying that anybody needs my cosign because they don't. I didn't need nobody cosign to get to where I'm at. I got here. What does Armand Wiggins say? No mentor. I got here with no motherfucking mentor, no shout out, no cosign. Ain't nan big YouTuber cosign my page. Okay? None. I got here because I put in the work. So I don't say that to say that you need my cosign. So don't get it mixed up. You don't. As long as you put in the work, people will gravitate to your work. They'll see your work. However, when you do get cosigns, it helps. You don't need it. You don't need it because I didn't need it. And I got to where I am without a cosign. You know, but it helps. You know, it helps. So, it's not just one person that covers them. It's not just one person. I seen slick shade from several people. It's not just one YouTuber that covers them. She's not the only one who covers them. There's a lot of people who cover him that have been throwing slick shade. And, you know, the person who had wrote me before I started this interview, I had started out trying to build that type of relationship with them. You know, when I talked to Solar, when I had first talked to Solar, I had reached out to that individual who I'm talking about, the one who was on Instagram. And I was like, hey, I did talk to Solar. He did confirm, you know, that he was in Mexico. You speculated that he was in Mexico. He did confirm that. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to try to build that rapport of, you know, if I get information, I'll get, you know, like, let's, you know, we could bounce off information. But then, never mind. I'm going to just stop it right there. But people, they don't know how to work together. They don't know how to like it's definitely a lot of crabs in the bucket mentality. For real. Like, if I know that people go to, or, you know, it's just about building relationships, building rapport and everything like that. And people don't know how to build relationships and build rapport with people to where they feel comfortable in, you know, sharing more. Like, the first time I talked to Solar, I had the conversation recorded and he knew that I recorded the conversation, right? But he wasn't ready for the conversation to be out yet, you know, and I respected his wishes. And so when he was ready for the conversation to be released, then I released it and I got way more the second time that I talked to him than I did the first time. So I could have got on here and burned a bridge right away and just ran and did this and did that. Nah, you build rapport with people. You build, respect, mutual respect, and you build, people will come to you in confidence. They'll come to you for exclusives. They'll come to you, like that. I've already explained this beautiful, gorgeous. You must have just got here, because I definitely explained about that. Child, Zazen is trying to get in the Illuminati, child. Zazen said, I just ordered me a bucket hat. You must want to be in the Illuminati. You must wait. Sean Davy Way's in the chat. Hold up, wait. Where's Sean? I didn't see Sean. Hold up, wait. I must have looked away. Hold on. Oh, check out my boo Sean. He said, you are a diverse content creator with a big audience, so people like you do push the algorithm. You don't just stay on one topic. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean Davy Way, period. And Sean pushes the algorithm as well, too. He pushed the algorithm. Child. He pushed the algorithm. Oh, I was looking at the DM I got. But yeah, shout out to Sean Davy Way. He definitely has covered NatureBoy as well. Sean, you had posted a video that I was just looking at the other day that you did on them. That was very good coverage. You know what I'm saying? You do your thug thistle in these streets as well. Period. So shout out to Sean Davy Way. But yeah, like, a lot of people they build bridges, not even knowing that they burn bridges, not even knowing that the way that they're going about it is burning the bridge. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize, like, the way that you post stuff, the way that you make it obvious that you feel away, the way, like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't burn a bridge with certain YouTubers until it was absolutely necessary to make it known that I don't F with them. I don't F with you. It took a while before, like, I made it known that certain YouTubers I absolutely didn't F with. Because it didn't work in my benefit at the time to reveal it, because it's not necessary. Sometimes you could work against yourself trying to make it known that you don't F with this person or that you don't F with that person. But when it was absolutely necessary to let y'all know I don't F with some of these people, then I let y'all know. When it was absolutely necessary that I needed to tell y'all that I spoke with this person or that person, then I let y'all know. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Y'all have a good Friday. Y'all be safe. It is Friday the 13th. I don't know if y'all are people who believe in superstitions. But it is Friday the 13th, so be safe out there, okay? Be safe. It's room for both of you. She has done stories and everyone else has followed afterwards, period. And we have done stories that she has followed afterwards, period. But, that's just the nature of the game. That's how it goes. Shout out to Yusuf. He definitely, did quite a read. Yusuf from Ratchet Today. Okay. Thank you for that. Shout out to you. And shout out to my night owls, my moderators, my supporters, everybody who be coming in and supporting me regardless of anything, whether you agree or not. I get a lot of people who like, Nique, I don't agree with you all the time, but I respect that you stand your ground and you stay true to who you are. And I can get behind. Like, people, they know that, hey, some days I might say something that you absolutely ain't gonna agree with. But you know that I'm saying it because that's what's true to me, And shout out to the men who be flirting. Thank you, SM Rail Productions. Okay. Shout out to the men who be flirting. That's another thing that I wanted to address. Wait. Before I go, because I'm about to go. Y'all are crazy. Like, so in the interview with Solar, he was flirting, period. But what y'all don't understand is anytime I talk to a guy, whether they really like me or not, niggas flirt. That's in their nature to flirt. They say stuff like that all the time. Like, anytime I talk to any man, they throw in some type of flirting. Even gay men flirt with me. And that's not nothing that I take serious. Like, a lot of people, they were like, oh, Nique, she's going to fall into a cult. She's charmed by him. I be flirting back because I know female nature and I know how to get information that I want. Like I'm a female. So it's like if somebody is like giving me compliments, I'm not gonna be like, nah, F you. Nah, it's like, okay, thank you. People are gonna flirt. Like, people flirt. Like, when I talk to people, I was in Houston and it was one of my followers and he's gay, like full on gay. He was flirting with me like, Nique, you're beautiful. Shoot, I'm not even into women, but if you gave me the chance, I'd fuck. So whenever I hear people flirting with me, I don't be taking it to heart. I just give light banter back. Like, it's not like I'm not about to be in a cult. Okay. Y'all don't have to worry. I'm not about to be in a cult. I just talk to people in a certain type of way. Like, I'm not gonna be in a cult. You said I'm gonna be in your cult? Sure. 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 Right. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Let me go for real. Cause y'all is funny, child. They done wrote me off into being in a damn cult. They said, oh no, Nique, you got a daughter. You about to be in a cult. Like, you can't. I'm like, child, I'm about to be in a cult now. I didn't get this far. Now, what y'all gotta understand too is that I was in the industry as far as like doing music videos, working with casting directors, working with people in that way, right? The biggest people who will try to manipulate you out of some Gucci, and the biggest people who will like flatter you and tell you how beautiful you are and all of this stuff is people in the rap industry, music industry, and stuff like that, working with like casting directors. Child, I cannot tell you how many times I went to talk to a casting director, a producer, or something, and they would be like, you're very pretty, you're very beautiful, like you have the look for TV, you have the look for modeling, you have the look for this. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, I really appreciate that you see that. And they'd be like, yeah, so when can I take you out and take you on a date? And you'd be like, wait, what? So I didn't get this far dealing with niggas to not know how to deal with niggas. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't get this far dealing with niggas to not know how to deal with niggas. Because I ain't never had sex with anybody to get on a music video, to get in any type of photography, nothing. But I knew. Thank you. Oh, you think I'm cute? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I can't go on a date with you, but I mean, we can set up a photo shoot or, you can I didn't get this far dealing with niggas not to know how to deal with niggas, and we gonna leave it on that. No, period.